All right, here we go. This is it. This is the day. We are 1 week away from the release of Journey Together, and today is the day where we finally open some and begin our work on the Journey Together master set that we're going to give away to one lucky subscriber. So right now, it is completely empty. Huge shout out again to the Unlucky Collector. You can follow him on Instagram. The Unlucky Collector puts together all of these. We give away a master set every single set release, and he does all the custom etch work. Huge shout out to him. Make sure to give him a follow on Instagram. But this binder is sick. It's got Lily's Clefairy and Zorark on it. Iono's Belly Bolt. Hop Zacian, it's got the Danny Phantom logo in the corner there, the set symbol over here. And when we are all done, when everything is said and done, this will be completely filled with an entire master set of Journey Together that we will give away to one of you guys, one lucky subscriber. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That giveaway should start next week. Hopefully we will reveal the master set on Thursday. But I am curious how far we can get by opening up one case. So we've got one case of Journey Together booster boxes that we're going to crack into. And we're going to use that to start. Hopefully we can, pull rates, I'm assuming, are going to be fairly similar to what we've seen in the past. I haven't watched any openings. I've opened like 4 packs, or what was it? 12 packs. 12 packs. I opened 12 packs yesterday. We didn't pull much in those Hop Zacian boxes, but now, hopefully, even though they're not supposed to be seeded, hopefully we have a little bit better luck. So all these boxes are enhanced. All the boxes that we got are enhanced. They all have the box topper promo included in them. The only boxes, to my knowledge, that do not are from pre-release kits. So if you ordered from an LGS or a brick and mortar or an online game store, you should be getting this enhanced right here. If you don't get it, I would ask the store owner what gives. So you can see right there, Ends Reshrem. I know there's error cases. I think PokeRev opened up a case and one of them did not have it in there, but the stamp was on the outside. That's more of a QC issue than anything else. But we're going to go through things as quickly as we possibly can because this is an entire case of Pokemon cards. So I don't want to waste too much of your time. I am going to try and sort as I go. I hope that's okay. So this is basically how I sort. I keep different piles for everything. So I'll have a pile for reverse hollows, a pile for trainers, code cards, energy cards, hollow rares, and then commons and uncommons. That's how I sort. Obviously, the common and uncommon pile will get very large. I will have to move that to the side. And then I'm going to keep the boxes separated so that way we can kind of get a feel for what things look like based on pull rates. But I'm assuming it's going to be like 1 out of every 12 packs. This first box here, I would assume we will get 3 illustration rares. I would assume we will get, I don't know, 6 or 7 regular arts, maybe a couple of full arts. And I would think that 1 out of every 3 boxes should give us a hyper rare, and 1 out of every, look at, I'm already messing up. This is going to be tough. It's tough to sort and talk at the same time. I'm not great at talking to begin with, as we've got our first hit here, which is a Reshiram EX. So we'll just kind of put that right up here. And we'll try our best to keep boxes separated, so that way we can look at hit totals and pull rates. I would assume we'll get 2, my guess is 3 special illustration rares, because that would be 1 out of every 2 boxes, and 2 hyper rares. So that's my guess based off of pull rate data that we've had in the past, and hopefully once I get the hang of this a little bit, it'll go much more smoothly. This first box will probably take the longest, but you can let me know in the comment section down below what you've pulled so far, if you've attended any pre-releases or anything like that, if you've opened up any Journey Together. I know it doesn't come out until next week, and I am hopeful. I know there's a lot of frustration right now, which is very understandable with how the community has, I guess, been treated, in my opinion, over the past few months. Because it's tough to find Pokemon cards right now. So the easy assumption is, oh, I'm not going to find any Journey Together. It's going to be just like Prismatic Evolutions. And you have every right to think that way. I'm hopeful. I think that's the best approach right here, is let's be hopeful that it'll be different. There are a lot of products that come out with Journey Together, as we're going to get our first full art here. And it looks like a full art Iono's Belly Bolt. There we go. It's a good hit. So not a special illustration rare. These full art trainers a little bit different with the silhouette of the trainer in the background, or these full art Pokemon cards a little different with the trainer silhouette in the background. That's really cool. Iono's Belly Bolt could be okay. We'll see how it does. I think Lily's Clefairy is probably the better of the of the bunch. Ooh, a nice Wailord too. And Zoroark. That definitely has some competitive potential. Wailord, a chase for a lot of people. This is a really cool looking illustration right there. Very, very nice. Look at how big that dude is. That is one big boy. That is one big beefy boy right there. But yeah, lots of products for Journey Together, which is exciting because you'll have the opportunity to hopefully get... you're not going to find booster boxes really out in the wild because they don't stock those at big box stores. But online you might find some really ETBs. Might be a little bit tougher to come by. But sleeve booster packs, check lane blisters, 3-pack blisters. You also have those mini pad folios. We showed those off. Those come out next week as well. So that's just another way to get Journey Together packs. I'm hoping that you'll be able to at least find something. That's my hope. And if not, just be patient and don't lose your mind because it's easy to get frustrated right now. The Discord, our Discord yesterday was blowing up with frustration about the special premium collection drop that Pokemon had on the Pokemon Center website. It looked like it got botted up like crazy, which is very annoying, very frustrating because Pokemon implemented this new queue system, which does not seem to be working at all. It's just a bunch of bots getting in line before everybody else. It is very frustrating, and something's got to give. Something's got to get figured out because right now it's very annoying. As we've got a Mimikyu EX right there, so there's another hit. Very, very cool. But yeah, it's very frustrating, and I hope things get better soon because you guys have every right to be frustrated. As we've got a Ruffian. I'm frustrated too. I am frustrated too. I think it's unfair right now. We've got to get something figured out. So patience, obviously easy for me to say, but we're gonna just try and pull some heat, have a fun opening, get a good start on this master set. Really, it's going to boil down to the whole variance factor. There's not a whole lot in this set as far as hits go. Like, there's only, I think, 6 special illustration rares and 11 illustration rares, something like that. So the special illustration rares are going to take the most packs to get because I'm assuming we're looking at about 1 out of every 70-ish packs. So about every 2 booster boxes. I think those are going to be the toughest ones to get. So if you take 70 and multiply it times 6, you get 420. So at the bare minimum, you're looking at 420 packs, Kilowattrel, which is basically 2 cases. So if we could do 2 cases, that would be a miracle, but I don't think that's gonna. Variance doesn't usually work that way. Usually you'll pull a duplicate or a triplicate of 1 special illustration rare, and there's always that 1 special illustration rare that takes a lot longer to find. Not that batching is a thing, but yeah, it's hopefully this case right here should give us a very strong dent in the Journey Together Master Set, which will be nice because we have had sets before that have taken a very long time, as we've got a Iono's Belly Bolt, the regular art variant, so that's nice. Nice regular art variant right there. But yeah, we've had sets that have taken us, oh my goodness, Lost Origin took us forever to do. We could not find that... Rotom alternate art to save our lives. We put plenty of Giratina, but we could not find the Rotom. It was absolutely terrible. And even Twilight Masquerade took a long time. Not because of the Greninja. We pulled several of those. We could not find the Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon special illustration. There's always that one card. And unfortunately, a lot of times it's like your chase card that you're like, man, when am I going to pull this card? I've pulled so many duplicates and triplicates of everything else. Why is this card evading me so much? It gets really annoying. But nothing big as of yet. We did get 2 illustration rares so far, so we do expect 1 more. The big difference with Journey Together, no ace specs. So that means your potential for a double banger has completely disappeared. If you count ace specs as hits, now you don't get double bangers anymore. I do miss those. I wish they brought them back. But no ace specs, which might impact the feeling of hits unless they... jack up the pull rates a little bit on the regular arts to kind of ease. You would get 2 ace specs typically in your booster box. In the past, 1 out of every 18 packs. So that might feel a little bit different, but we'll see. I still expect to get 12, 13 hits, somewhere around there. As we've got another full art. This time it's the swine, the Mammo swine. Another full art right there. Very cool. Very nice. We got 2 packs left, so I don't know if we're going to pull a special illustration rare in this, but hopefully we'll get 1 more illustration rare yet. And as I speak it, it comes into fruition. I don't even know what I'm saying sometimes. These longer videos are tough. So there's the Ends Reshiram right there, which is different than the one we pulled at the beginning, because the one we pulled at the beginning has the Journey Together stamp. This one does not. So there's our third and probably final illustration. We'll open up this last pack from the first box. One box done, and we got another hit. So it looks like there's plenty of hits, as we got a Lily's Clefairy. We'll count them up and see how we did here. A little first box recap as I straighten my piles. But that's basically how we're going to do it. It took, what, 8 minutes to open up that box. So we're looking at, like, if we can get this video done in under an hour, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. So let's straighten these up a little bit. Just so, otherwise the bulk is just going to fly all over the place, and it's going to be a giant pain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hits. So we did get a few full arts, and we got the Mamoswine, the Kilowattrel for the Ruffian Whale Lord illustration. So three full arts, so 3 ultra rares, which is pretty good. So that's box number 1. Was 13 hits. We'll break into box number 2 and see how this one goes. Hopefully, we get a special illustration. Hopefully, it's a little bit better. So, not a bad box. Like, if you get 13 hits, that's still exciting. Still exciting. So we've got the Ends Reshiram at the top there for the box topper, and now hopefully these fire fingers can activate and we can pull a special illustration or a hyper rare. One of the two would be nice. The hyper rares in the set are actually fairly cool, as we've got the Paldean Clodsire EX. So that's a newer, I don't think we pulled that one in the last box. So it's every time we pull something that's new, it's good. We like that, because we want to get this master set done as quickly as we possibly can, as few of packs, without having to buy a ton of singles. For Prismatic Evolutions, the master set that we gave away, hey, look at that. We've got an Iono's Belly Bolt hyper rare. That's super exciting. I do like the hyper rares in the set. I think they look really cool with the trainer in the background. Not silhouetted. It's full color, so it's a little bit different than the full art variant. That's a cool card. Very, very nice. All right, we'll take an Iono's Belly Bolt. Take a hyper rare right there. That one checks that off the list, and then we've only got 2 more hyper rares to go, which is nice. But yeah, Prismatic Evolutions, the master set that we gave away for that one was insane, because we did not open up much. Because we saw, hey, nice. We've got the Lily's Ribambe. So there's a nice illustration right there. What a heated box so far. But yeah, we opened up, I mean, it was still a few hundred packs. So not nearly as much as what we normally open up. Usually for a new set release, we'll open up well over 1,000 packs. So that way we can stock the storefront with singles and stuff like that. But product has been so tough for people to find. So we are continuing to sell stuff at MSRP or below MSRP. Like our first wave of Journey Together, we put at $159.99, and we'll keep doing that. We'll do that with the second half. Once I get through pre-orders, we'll put up the second half of our allocation, and we'll get those out. So we'll continue to do whatever we can. It's just unfortunately, the demand is so high. Because everybody wants Pokemon cards right now. There's not enough to go around. Even like us, we get decent allocations. Because we have been doing this for a long time. We've got a long-standing relationship with a few different distributors, so we get a large amount of boxes. But even that, it barely, it's a drop in a bucket. Like, it's just crazy, the demand for Pokemon. Unfortunately, I would say a strong percentage of people are in it because they want to collect and they want to play and they want to learn more about the hobby. And unfortunately, a small percentage of people are just buying out everything they possibly can, so that way they can flip it and make an immediate profit on it. And it gets very frustrating. But we're not going back to that conversation. So Prismatic Evolutions opened a few hundred packs. Didn't pull much. It got really expensive really, really fast. We ended up spending over $7,000 buying singles to fulfill the master set of Prismatic Evolutions to give away to that one lucky subscriber. So I actually have not heard back from them yet. They should have gotten it by now. So I'll have to follow up and see what they think. Make sure it all arrived safely, as we've got a full art Hops Zacian EX. Look at that. Bang. Nice. Not bad. I like the full arts. I think they look cool. You can let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the full arts in this set. I think they look pretty cool. Iris. And we've got an Zoroark. It's really cool with Zoroark because they're bringing back the The trade ability, I don't know how big it'll be in competitive play, but trade right there. You must discard a card from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. So a huge ability. Zoroark was absolutely broken. Played in so many decks when it was around in GX form. And now here it is again in EX form with a trade ability again. So we'll see. We'll see how it ends up doing in competitive play. As we've got a Furret as well. So this box has been pretty busted so far. I hope the other side still has some hits in it, but you never know. You could still pull a... It is very possible that we could pull a Hyper Rare and a Special Illustration Rare in the same box. So that would be nice if we could do that. That would be really nice. Let's do that. That would be great for the Master Set. Ends Reshiram, so just a Hollow Rare right there. So that's the second half of the box is starting now. So that took us through the first half of the box. And we've got a Hops Wooloo. All right, we'll take a Hops Wooloo. Not bad. So that's another one that we get to add. We're really checking stuff off here. Oh, I didn't really show that one off. Hops Wooloo. It's a cool looking card. Illustration rares in this set are really cool. I'm glad that it's a little bit smaller of a set because Destined Rivals is going to be nuts. Holy buckets. Lily's Clefairy EX full art. There we go. This one looks really cool too with the Lily silhouette in the background. I do like them a lot. I think they look really cool. Like you could argue this to be a special illustration rare, and I think people would be a little let down. But I mean, that's some top shelf artwork right there in design work, in my opinion, for all these full arts. I think they look really, really cool. We're putting in work. We are putting in work. So pull rates on booster boxes look to be fairly strong. Maybe they did up things a little bit with the understanding that they were getting rid of A-Specs. I don't know, but so far it's been lots of hits. Nothing absolutely huge. The biggest card we've pulled so far was that Iono's Belly Bolt, which was the Hyper Rare, the gold card that we pulled at the beginning of this box. Other than that, not a whole lot. We're going to get a special illustration rare right now. Holy buckets. This is going to be... Oh, man! Look at that Salamence! Holy buckets, that looks so cool. Oh, man. That is a beaut. Look at that. That is sick. Wow. He looks so majestic. What a stud. Man, that looks so good. Wow, this box just keeps giving. Can they all be like this? That would be sick. Can we just have all boxes be this good? That would be really cool. Ends Castle. My bulk common and uncommon section is getting a little bit large. So after this box, I'm going to have to transfer some of it to the table. But we're doing good so far. We're getting the sorting done while going. This is something I definitely recommend doing anytime you open up a booster box. I have done plenty of videos before where I have not sorted. And then you have to go back afterwards and sort. And it's just, wow, does it take... It seems like it takes forever. So it's just... easy to get it out of the way. It makes opening the booster box take a couple minutes longer, but that's not really that big of a deal because you want to spread out this fun cost as long as you can. Volcanion EX right there. Lots of hits. I don't even know how we could get any more hits. Maybe another regular art that we'll get. I don't know. This has been pretty crazy so far. I think we already pulled all 3 illustration rares. We pulled a special illustration rare in this box. We pulled a hyper rare in this box. It's been pretty crazy. I guess we'll just get a Swinub right away as well. Wow. This is the box that just keeps on giving. Can you imagine all boxes being like this? This is insane. We still got like 7 packs left. I don't know. Have we pulled 4 illustration rares in this box now? Usually that means that one of the boxes in the case then will only have 2. But we'll see. We got 4 more boxes to go yet. So plenty of packs to build this master set. Hopefully... You never know. Maybe we can get the majority of it done. Maybe we'll only have a card left or a couple cards left that we'll need to complete it. Maybe it'll go really fast. That'll be great. Alchemy EX. Down to our last, what is this, like 4 packs left? Somewhere around there. Nothing there. I really don't know how we could get anything else yet. Like, this box has already been crazy. Reshiram. Last 2 packs. But yeah, let me know if you've gone to a pre-release. Pre-releases are a lot of fun. A lot of fun to go to. We're going to get a Brox Scouting. Apparently we didn't have enough hits yet with this box. So A nice full art Brock Scouting as well. This is crazy. Wow, this is like... This is what I thought Prismatic Evolutions was going to be more like, where you just get hits on hits on hits. That was nuts. All right, we're going to move this stack of bulk over here. So that way I don't knock it all over. Straighten our trainer pile a little bit because just do some housekeeping here, as they like to say. Make sure that all of our piles don't run into each other. Because that would be bad. We don't need to knock everything over. It's already messy enough over here. But let's take a look at that box. That was crazy. I don't know how many hits we got, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hits is crazy. 1 illustration rare, 2 illustration rares, 3 illustration rares, 4 illustration rares to go along with a special illustration rare and a hyper rare. Then you've got 3 full art still. The Brock Scouting, and then we had the Lily's Clefairy, and we had the Hop Zacian. That was nuts. Wow. Box number 2 was pretty lit. That was crazy. All right, let's see. Can we keep that going? Can we keep that energy? That's the energy that we need right there. That was nuts. All right, so let's move into box number 3 and see what we got here. There is the Ends Reshiram at the top there. See how this enhanced booster box treats us for box number 3. Can we pull another special illustration? I would love it if we can just really hammer through like 4 of the 6 special illustration rares. But I have a feeling we'll probably get 3. My assumption is pull rates are going to stay very similar to what we've experienced. As we start off with a Amoonguss, so that's we're going to run into a lot of repeats now as far as regular arts go, probably even some full arts that we've already gotten, because just the variance factor plays a big part in all of that. So we might even run into some illustration rare duplicates starting out, because we've already pulled 7. So 7 of the 11, as we've got a full art ends Zoroark. This card is sick. Holy God. Look at the end of the background. That looks so good. Oh, it's so clean. I love it. That's so good. Oh, absolutely love it. The End Zoroark special illustration rare is probably my chase card of the set. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Unbelievable. So that's the one that I would really like to pull. Obviously, we pulled the Salamence, which is fine. That one's very cool looking card as well. But the Zoroark, let me know what card you're chasing out of Journey Together. There's some cool cards in the set, but it is nice that it's a relatively small set, very similar in size to that of Stellar Crown and Obsidian Flames. I compare it to Stellar Crown a lot because I would assume it's going to have the same pull rates, whereas Obsidian Flames had much better pull rates, but not too bad as far as set size goes, which is nice because obviously Prismatic Evolutions was a monster set when it comes to special illustration rares. You've got to open up over 2,000 packs in order to even have a chance to get all of the special illustration rares. So it's nice to have a little bit of a smaller set. It's a nice break because we've got another big set waiting in the wings. They unearthed, they revealed some of the artwork for Destined Rivals this morning. That set's gonna go nuts. I don't even know. I really hope Pokemon has their ish together when it comes to the release of Destined Rivals, because already I was talking to our suppliers for Japanese cards. So for we have a English website at thecardcoliseum.com, but we also have a Japanese website, which is kurosioshop.com, as we've got a Lily's Rabambe. But talking to, I'm going to put these over here so they can be seen a little bit better. Still not great. Our supplier for one of our Japanese shops, and he said cases for Glory to Team Rocket, they had updated pricing this morning. I think he said 380,000 yen for a case, which is basically the way it breaks down. So like wholesale cost for us, $180 per booster box with shipping on release day. To which I said, no, thank you. I'm not interested in buying any boxes anywhere near that price. I do not feel comfortable selling them at that price. I think that just adds to the problem. So as of right now, we just do not plan on doing any pre-orders for Glory to Team Rocket, which is the Japanese equivalent of Destined Rivals. Not going to do it. I know that our wholesale cost from distribution for the English set, Destined Rivals, will be our normal wholesale cost. So those will be able to sell at MSRP, but I'm not going to mess around with Japanese boxes that are 10 times MSRP. That's just contributing to the issue. So we're just going to leave it be. Hope they print a lot more, and then we can get it at least at a somewhat better rate. So that's crazy. A booster box over there is $40. You know, this is insane. Like, this is where we've come to. I don't know. It's crazy. This box a little bit slower. Not nearly as good as the last box so far, but still a little bit early. We're only on... we still got like 16-ish packs more to go yet for this box. So maybe we'll still pull something pretty good. But it's been much slower in the amount of hits. And also not as great as far as quality of hits. We did pull that End Zoroark full art, which is really, really good. But only one illustration rare so far, right? Just the Lilies or Bombay. It's tough to remember everything when you're talking so much while you're opening. But we do have an Alchemy. So Alchemy EX, as you can see, my pile's starting to fall into each other. So I'm going to just fix these basic energy cards, mixing into my holo rares. This is why you need to sort while you go. This is just... Otherwise, I can't even... Ugh. Alchemy EX. All right, we'll take it. Run a little bit lower on packs. All right. See if we can get a special illustration or something. We'll get a full art. How about that? We've got a Dunsparce. All right, the Dunsparce. That's cool. Doesn't have the trainer silhouette in the background, the Dunsparce, but we'll take it. I think there's a Volcanion EX in this set as well. Full art. That one also doesn't have. And obviously the Mamoswine, which we also pulled. And we've got a Maractus. All right, that's our first Maractus of the day. That one's pretty cool. The color scheme in it looks really, really nifty. Look at that. That's not bad. We'll take that. Maractus. Heating up a little bit. Now's the time to pull one of those special illustration rares. If we can muster it up and find one. We've got like 7 packs left in this box. And then we're halfway done. Halfway done. I wish we were halfway done with the master set, but haven't pulled enough yet. So still working on it. We'll get there. See if we can find something else good in this box, as we've got a Paldean Clodsire, which we already have pulled, but that's okay. You're going to pull multiple duplicates of the regular arts because you get those more frequently. Usually a pull rate for regular arts is like 1 out of every 6 packs. It might be a little bit higher with this set. We'll have to see. We'll have full pull rate data for you on release day next week. So hopefully by the time you're ready to go out and do your hunt, you have a better idea of how you want to spend your collection budget. But from what I've seen so far on these first few boxes, obviously very small sample size, very early on. But it seems like you get more regular arts than 1 out of every 6 packs, which would be interesting. I don't know why they would change that. Maybe they would change it just because they got rid of the ace packs. I don't know. All right, 3 packs left. Still looking for anything a little bit bigger. We've got another Dunsparce. I don't know if we've pulled that yet, the regular art, so that I think that does help. But this box, probably worse than the first box. I mean, there's still a couple packs left here. We'll see if we can pull something else. But I would say probably worse than the first box. We did pull 4 illustration rares in the last box, so maybe this will be the box where we only pull 2 because we pulled 4. Nope, never mind. We're going to pull a Noibat. All right. Color scheme on this one also looks really cool. That's also really nice. Look at that Noibat right there. All right, so that's box number 3. 3 boxes done. We're halfway. Halfway complete. So let's housekeep our piles. Really got to fix these energy cards. These are the problem right now. They just keep falling into the holographic rares. Every pack containing a holographic rare. These ones aren't too bad. So let's look here and see how we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So still 13 hits, which is similar to what we got in the first one. We only got 2 full arts though, which is different. We didn't get a full art supporter at all, but we did get 3 illustration rares still. So then, I mean, a decent amount of regular arts. Maybe regular arts are a little bit easier to pull. Like I said, we'll have the full pull rate data for you next week. So hopefully Thursday, we'll unveil the master set, and that will begin the master set giveaway. That'll be the video that you want to like comment on and leave a like on. So we've got our Ends Reshiram. So far all good on the Ends Reshiram. And then Friday we'll have pull rate video, so you know exactly how you want to spend your money. I mean, I don't know if it makes that big of a difference to you guys. I just like I don't know. Maybe it does. As we've got a Iris. All right, that's our first Iris, I think. Iris is Fighting Spirit. We're really putting in work with this master set. This is great. This is excellent. This is what I love to see. Way better. I don't know. Like Prismatic is fun to open. Like, don't get me wrong. It's cool to chase down those special illustration rares, even if you don't pull an evolution one. Like, there's still some really cool ones in there. Like the Golden Go is really cool. The Raging Bolt is really cool. As we've got a Reshiram EX. There's a lot of really cool special illustration rares in Prismatic Evolutions. It just feels like you never pull them when you're opening up, 70 packs to pull one, and then it just feels like that took forever, and you didn't pull anything that you haven't pulled already, because a lot of the regular arts, as we've got a Furret illustration rare, are cards you've already pulled. Like we've pulled the Teal Mask Ogrepon several times. I've pulled Dragapult several times. I've pulled Iron Hands and Iron Thorns. Like, those are cards that have already been released in other sets. And the artwork really isn't that different. The attacks are the same. As we've got a Spiky Energy hyper rare. So there's our second hyper rare of the day. Very nice. So a Spiky Energy. Not bad at all. There we go. We'll take that. Very nice. But then you don't have any illustration rares at all to kind of keep your interest level, I guess, when you're opening. I don't know. Maybe interest level isn't the thing. But, like, it's nice to pull an illustration rare while you're hunting down special illustration rares. It's like a consolation prize. And I feel like you don't get that at all in Prismatic Evolutions. And I know it's supposed to be the Pokeball reverses and the Master Ball reverses. And those are fine. But they just don't hit the same as an illustration rare, so it's not as exciting. I don't know. Maybe that's just my thought process on it all. You can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you're still here, this has been a long video already. We're already at 32 minutes, so comment below if you're still here. If I'm still keeping your attention, maybe you've muted me by now, which I also don't blame you either. You can just play some music, just watch Fanny crack some packs, see how close we get to the master set by opening up a case. We're still missing 5 special illustration rares. So we are for sure missing at least 5 cards. Everything else, I don't really know about. I know we're missing, I think 1 hyper. Is there 3 hyper rares in this set? We've pulled 2. So I think there's 3, right? Is there End Zoroark? Is that the other one that's in here? No, I can't even remember. There's an End Zoroark for the regular art variant. Take that. I like End Zoroark. I think it's cool. I like Zoroark as a Pokemon, so... And I really like the trade ability because that was something that I used quite a bit when I was playing competitively. So it's nice to see that make its return. Brings back some nostalgic moments for me. So we already pulled, hey, another Whale Lord. We already pulled 1 hyper rare in this box. It'd be cool to pull another box with a hyper rare and a special illustration rare would be cool. As we've got a illustration rare Whale Lord. We still should get 1 more. But like I said, we pulled 4 in that 1 box before. So I guess it wouldn't surprise me if we only pulled 2. But we still got quite a few packs left in this box. Hops Zacian EX full art. I think we might have pulled all the full arts as far as like the silhouetted Pokemon. We haven't pulled a Volcanion yet for the full arts. I don't know what we're missing. I know we're missing at least 5 special illustration rares. So, and at least one hyper rare. I would assume we're probably missing a couple illustration rares yet too. But not bad for 4 boxes in, 3.5 boxes in as we start the second half of this box. I feel like we've made some really good progress so far on this, which is nice. So we'll see if we can finish it off strong. Maybe pull another. I was hoping to pull 3 of the special illustration rares. We've only pulled 1 so far, which seems a little light as we've got a Lily's Clefairy EX. I would have hoped to pull 2, but we still do have 2 boxes left. So we could pull 1 in each of those boxes. And we could still pull 1 in this box. We have pulled a hyper rare in this box, but as we saw with box number 2, you can pull a hyper rare and a special illustration rare in the same box. It's not impossible to do. It may feel impossible, but it's not impossible to do. So we'll see if we can get something else. As we're going to get another full art here, a nice Lily's Clefairy full art. There's a good hit right there. Lily's Clefairy full art. That's I think our second or third one of those, which is really nice. We'll see. No special illustration rare. And I don't know if we've pulled all the illustration rares or not. There's probably one or two that we're missing that I'm probably just not thinking of right now. I mean, once I see it, we will know for sure if we pull it. So, but opening up an entire case and pulling the majority of the cards is nice because we have not had that in a very long time. It seems a lot has changed since then. As we've got another Paldean Clodsire EX. Coming down to it on this box, like 7-8 packs left, somewhere around there. Still no special illustration rare in this box. Still just the one. Still would like to pull 3. So now would be a great time to pull that second one. But the Salamence is pretty cool. So nothing, unfortunately, in that one. We got a Holo Regirock. The commons and uncommons in the set are also really cool. The artwork on them. So if you haven't looked too much at the set list, I do recommend. There's one we haven't pulled. I do recommend looking at it. They're pretty cool. This is the Articuno right here. This one's really cool. Very, very nice artwork on this one as well. Oh man, that slaps. That's a really cool illustration. Glad to pull that one. So that one we can mark off the list. Definitely doing a lot of damage to this master set, which is great. Just what we want to see as we enter into our last 6 packs of this box. Still hunting down a second illustration rare. Looks like we're going to get another regular. I feel like we get a lot of hits. There's a lot of hits, which is really nice. That makes opening up the box much better. There's still a lot of confusion, though, on this whole enhanced booster box idea, which I think is going to prohibit a lot of people from opening their box, because we don't know what the next print run is going to look like, if that's going to be enhanced and that's going to have the promo with it or not. Like, it's just very, very up in the air. Pokemon did not do a great job communicating how that's all going to work. I wish they would. But I will ask distribution once they get through this wave, the first wave of product, to see if they've heard anything about the second wave of product and if it's going to be enhanced or not. Because that's going to make a huge, huge difference in a lot of people's decisions when it comes to opening up or not opening up their products. We've got another Amoonguss right there. 2 packs left in this box. Now's the time. Let's pull a special illustration rare in the last pack. Get some last pack magic going on right here. This would be nice. End box number 4 on a high note. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Looks like it's just a hollow double. So we will straighten up our piles a little bit here, and then we will move on to box number 5. Box number 5. Just rifling right through things here, which is nice. Move some trainers around. Get some of this stuff out of the way. I like it. All right, let's see how that box ended up doing. So 13, 15, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 hits on this one as well. 3 illustration rares. A couple full arts, but we did get a hyper rare. So I think we got 3 full arts. So usually 2 full art Pokemon and 1 full art trainer, it looks like. Unless you get what I guess would be considered a bad box, which would be like the last one where we just got the 2 full art Pokemon. So it seems like every box is going to include 2 full art Pokemon. Again, this is all very early. It's always very interesting to see how things get seeded. And I know they're not supposed to be seeded, but let's face it, they're seeded in some regard. All right, box number 5. We've got our promo at the top here. I'm always a little nervous with the promo. It's just like sitting on the top of all the packs, which seems a little bit dangerous, but haven't opened up a lot of boxes so far. So far, the 4 that we've opened have seemed fine, so that's good. Yeah, we'll see if we can get a special illustration rare in this. I don't expect to pull any more hyper rares because we've already pulled 2, as we've got a Swinub. I feel like maybe we've pulled all the illustration rares. Again, with only 11 in the set, maybe, 4 boxes. How many illustration rares have we pulled already? Every box has had 3, except for one that had 4. So we've already pulled 13. So 13 illustration rares. So it is possible that we do have them all, but I feel like We've pulled multiple Furrets. We've pulled multiple Wailords. I feel like there's got to be one or two that we're missing yet. I just don't have a book in front of me, so I can't answer my own question. As we've got a Veluza EX. We haven't pulled many Veluzas. I think we've only pulled one Veluza so far. It's always nice to have an even number of duplicates. Box starting off a little bit slow compared to the last one. We've got 2 hits, 2 regular art, or 1 regular art and 1 trainer gallery card, or trainer gallery illustration rare so far. A little slow, but that just means that all the heat is going to be in the middle, hopefully including a special illustration rare. But yeah, based off the pull rate data, hyper rare is 1 out of about 90 packs. My guess is, all right, we're going to get a special illustration rare right here. Which ones are going to be? Which one? Oh, dang. Holy buckets. All right. So we got the Lily's Clefairy special illustration right there. Man, look how good that looks. I still think I like the End Zoroark better, but that is beautiful. So that's number 2. Look at it sparkle. Oh, that looks great. All right, very nice. So 2 special illustration rares down. We got 4 more to go, as we've got a regular Lily's Clefairy EX. We're gonna get this mastered. It's gonna be nice. Maybe we'll do it under 1,000 packs. Oh man, I cannot even tell you how excited I am to have a set that comes out that's not gonna be like overwhelming to do the master set. Because Terrestrial Festival was rough, but Prismatic Evolutions was really rough. And I really want to save my money for the 200,000 subscriber special, because that's gonna, I mean, we're gonna do something really big for 200,000. I want to do $20,000 worth of giveaways, so I really gotta save some money. So if I don't have to spend too much on the Journey Together Master Set, that would be great. As we've got a Hops Wooloo illustration rare. Yeah, we gotta be missing 1 or 2 illustration rares yet, but we did get the Lily's Clefairy, so that has me very excited. Maybe we've got 1 box left. Hopefully we'll pull the End Zoroark out of the way. That would be great. And then we'll only have like the Volcanion that we need to pull, the Belly Bolt that we need to pull, and then it won't be too bad. I think there's 6, right? Is there 6 or is there 5? I don't know. Mamoswine EX. I feel like we haven't pulled that many Mamoswines. But it's nice to get the Lily's Clefairy out of the way. That's great. As we've got a Meowscarada holo rare. Coming down to it. 1 box left after this. 1.5 boxes left. That's all she wrote. It goes quick. Time flies when you're having fun. 43 minutes so far. So we'll definitely beat an hour, which is good. Even with sorting as we go, which is also important to do. As we start the second half of box number 5. I wonder if you can pull 2 special illustration rares in 1 box anymore. You used to be able to do that, like the beginning of the Scarlet and Violet gen. Scarlet and Violet base, Paldea Evolved, even Obsidian Flames. You did have the potential of pulling 2 special illustration rares in the same booster box. And then Paradox Rift just kind of changed everything. And then Temporal Forces really changed everything. And we got to the point where special illustration rares became much more difficult to pull, as we've got a Iono's Belly Bolt. I haven't seen that one in a little while now, so it has been a while since we've pulled the Iono's Belly Bolt, so it's nice to pull some duplicates of those. Got like 15 packs left in this box. See if we can pull something else good yet. Maybe a nice illustration one. I think we still need at least 1 if we're going to get 3. In this box. A little weird not seeing any red at all. The Ace Specs no longer being in this set. No illustration right there. This box started out a little bit slow, heated up with the Lily's Clefairy. I feel like this box doesn't have as many hits as we've seen other boxes. As we've got a Lily's Ribambe illustration. We've pulled that one a few times as well. We'll take that. That's not bad. Coming down to it. We have not pulled a full art supporter in this box either, I don't believe. As we've got a Salamence EX. We did pull the full art Salamence. We still have not pulled a Volcanion EX full art either. That one I know for sure is in the set. Metagross Holo. Well, we got like 6 packs left, so hopefully there's still something in here. Something more than just a regular art. But definitely has slowed down a little bit in hits. I don't know, we went 13 hits in box 1, 15 hits in box 2. There's that Volcanion we were looking for. 13 hits in box 3, 15 hits in box 4. Volcanion EX. So the lowest box we've opened so far has been 13 hits. And we pulled, it was 2 boxes, I think, that had 15 hits. Just dropping cards all over the place here. As we've got a Haps Zacian EX. We're getting a couple more hits at least yet. Still 4 packs left, so maybe we'll get something else. I don't remember in this box if we've pulled 1 illustration rare or 2. Or, I mean, 2 illustration rares or 3. We did have that one box that had 4, so maybe... I don't know. I don't know. We'll count it up at the end. We'll see what we got. Double Iris right there. 2 packs left. Can we pull something else? Nothing there. Last pack of this box. Looks like we're going to get another regular art to end it. A Mimikyu EX. I am confident that we've pulled all the regular arts. That I am confident in. Alright, let's clean up these piles a little bit. And then we can move on to the final box. This is it. What are we going to pull in the last box? That is the big question. All right, let's see. Did we get 13 hits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hits. Oh, that's right. Swinub was the first one. So we've gone 13 hits, 15 hits, 13 hits, 15 hits, 13 hits. So will the last box have 15 hits? Very strange. Anytime, I always look at it as like a puzzle. Like, is there some way that all this stuff connects together? The hits in a case, the hits in a sleeved case. I can never figure it out. So every box did have the Ends Reshiram. All right, let's move into our final box. We pulled 2 hyper rares, which is what we expected. We've pulled 2 special illustration rares. We're assuming that we're going to get 3. And I think if we do get 3, I think pull rates are going to stay fairly consistent. However, regular art pull rates do seem to be a little bit higher. Also, if we still pull 3 illustration rares in this box, that means the illustration rare pull rate, despite the fact that there is less illustration rares in this set, would also could potentially be above 3 per box, or 1 out of every 12 packs. Maybe it'll be 1 out of every 10 packs, or 1 out of every 11 packs. I don't know. Like I said, we'll have full pull rate data for you next week. But very, very interesting as we've got a Ends Reshiram. This is the second time I've pulled this in this box. Only this one doesn't have the stamp. We did pull one of those already. So we'll see if we can find another special illustration rare here. Haps Zacian. I think no matter what, we've done some good work on our master set. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We will hopefully announce that next week, Thursday. We'll have it all done, all finished up. As we've got a Mamoswine full art right there. Very nice. Very nice Mamoswine right there. Yeah, we should have a decent chunk of our master set done, which is really good. Huge lift. Hopefully it won't take us forever to pull the remaining special illustration rares. And I think if it does take too long, if I'm like, oh, this is enough packs now, then I'll probably just cut it off and end up buying them. So we'll see how things go. But I want to make sure that we're able to get as much product out there at MSRP as we possibly can. We've got a big break coming up on Wednesday where we're opening up 400 packs of Journey Together. That is, those were all sold for $3.99. So we're doing what we can. Demand is just crazy. We've got a regular art Mammal Swine right there. Looking for that special illustration rare. I really hope we pull it. Otherwise, we're going to fall a little bit behind. I don't know. Like, I don't think they would change the pull rates on special illustration rares because they've already done it so many times. But wouldn't it be crazy if they did, like, 1 out of every 3 boxes instead, and it made it worse because the variance is terrible in this one because there's only 6 and it's a smaller set. So then Pokemon is like, all right, it's a smaller set. There's only 6 of them, so we're going to make them harder to pull. I don't know. And this is too small of a sample size to make that decision. I could open up another case that could have 4 special illustration rares. But we'll figure that out, and we'll get you the relevant information so that way you can make the best decision for your spending needs. As we've got an Iono's Kilowattrel. That's a good pull right there. 20 packs left. 20 packs to pull a 3rd special illustration rare. Hasn't happened yet. But we did pull, the 2 that we pulled are really, really cool. I mean, the Lily's Clefairy is that's probably going to be the most expensive card in the set. I haven't looked too much at single pricing. But I feel like the Lily's Clefairy is probably the most desired card for a lot of people. I know the Iono's Bellybolt is up there. I think it's going to be... I think it's the Lily's Clefairy. So that's the good one you want to pull. But we also pulled the Salamence, which is really good. That's a nice one as well. So definitely good two special illustration rares to pull. I was just thinking maybe we would get 3. Maybe we would get 3. We've only gotten 2 hyper rares. I say 2 hyper rares, and I say only. That's what we expected to get. So that was accurate. The illustration rare count has been pretty close to accurate. Everything else has been pretty much spot on. Just special illustration rares right now, which seem a little bit light because we've pulled 2 and we expect 3. So we'll see what happens in these last 12 packs or so. Maybe we'll get one more. Maybe it's just taking its time to appear. Salamence EX right there. See if we can get something else. But the hits have seemed plentiful. 13 to 15 hits per booster box is pretty strong. That is a solid booster box for sure. So maybe they did up the pull rates a little bit on regular arts because we lost ace specs in this set. I don't know. We'll find the pull rate data and we will figure it out and let you know. Iono's Bellybolt. Very nice. Bellybolt's kind of cool. I did have him on my team in Scarlet and Violet. I think Bellybolt is a cool mon. Alright. Another regular art. Alchemy EX. If we're going to pull it, we got to do it soon. We've got 6 packs left. That's it. 6 packs left to pull a 3rd special illustration rare. Can we... Ooh, Lycanroc. That's one we were missing. We have not pulled that one yet. So there we go. It's tough to remember. I know there's only 11 of them, but it's tough to remember all of them. So there, that marks that off the list. That's what I like to see. Now is the perfect time to pull that special illustration rare. Or just pull a Tyranitar. Tyranitar should have a special illustration rare. Why it doesn't, I have no idea. It got the alternate... Snap. God. I love it when the data works out. Man. That is sick. Holy buckets. Oh, man, that's so good. I want to match this up with the Zoroark, the Greninja and Zoroark tag team. That looks so good. Oh, man. I'm a fan. With 4 packs to spare, we found it. I feel confident. I feel like I maybe know what I'm doing a little bit. Oh, man. That's great. That is great. So we've got half of them done. I think. At least half. I mean, we for sure have the Belly Bolt. We for sure have the Volcanion. And I'm sure I'm missing one of the special. Does Zacian, Zacian have one? I don't remember. It's fine. We got one. We're good. Let's look at the final box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 to 15 hits. We did pull the Zoroark. We still pulled 2 full art Pokemon, but no full art trainer. So it looks like your box should contain 13 to 15 hits. 2 of them being full art Pokemon. And then if you get a bonus hit, which would bring it up to 16, that would be a full art supporter. And you could get a bonus hit that would bring it up to 16, which would be a secret hyper rare or something like that. Could pull an extra illustration rare. But pretty cool. Journey Together is very cool. We got a really good start on the master set. We've got at least 3 cards to go. Because for sure 2 special illustration rares. I think there's another one though. And for sure the another hyper rare yet. So we got a little bit of work to do yet, but not bad for a case. But thank you so much for taking the time. 50 minutes, 57 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for your chance to win a Journey Together master set. You guys are awesome. We'll be back on Sunday with another video. Until next time, peace.